Okay, people, let's see. What's going on? Have we got any? It says that we're live, but I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. And we're back. Are we back? Okay. So sorry, I don't know what happened there. So we started with the sky. No, it's not doing that for me yet. Okay, part 2. It says we've got 1 watching. So we... I know, turn it off and on again. Isn't that awful the way it does that sometimes? Anyway, it's going to be in 2 parts with the initial bit of the... Let's see. I'm just going to hold off a wee second until we can actually... Just let me know, guys, if you're actually hearing okay. Here is my hand actually moving across the page. Hopefully that will happen at some time soon. Unless it's just... We're back on. Let me know, give me a few thumbs up. Hopefully we are back on. Good. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so anyway, I had started to... You see that hand. Okay, so anyway, what I had started to do was to activate and move this around a wee bit here. I know, well, so sorry guys that it's been so temperamental like this. Now the other thing that I wouldn't normally do is at all ever, and so I'm just using the corner. So I mean, this is where with the flat edge brush, now I know that you mostly you all know that I am really nuts about the flat edge brush and just how good I think it actually is. But the flat edge brush, because what it's going to do, glad to be back for the finale, you know. Crazy. Anyway, what I love about it is it's... Now I'm going to really mix these together here because I want some of that red in. Now I haven't really successfully got the colour, well-ish, sort of got the colour that I was looking for. Don't know whether I've actually retained that sort of sense of the sky anywhere or not. But what we're going to do is just keep going. Now this should be interesting because this should activate the... there we go. So the Indian ink, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Now, the other thing that I don't overly want to do is to let them all kind of fuse into each other, you know. I may go over this slightly again whenever it comes to the... This is going quite close to the edge of these trees here. Now, once that has... It is actually quite warm in here. It's been a warm day. Well, it's not been a warm day, but the sun's been shining in Northern Ireland, so because the roof, the felt roof is black, then the studio gets really lovely and warm and stays that way. So I'm just trying to pick up some of these kind of lines here. Okay, and then I'm just going to wait for that little bit to dry before I tackle in other little bits there. Okay, and then in this section here, these lines there, do you see as well where the flat edge brush is just such a joy, because what it's actually doing is allowing me to block in different shapes, and I can take... Just get a bit of a splat there. Now the only thing is that's gone into that one there. Let's wash this a little bit. So you've all gone very quiet again. Don't tell me that's because it's buffering on us, is it? Just dab this out here. Didn't want that interfering with... That's actually okay and working all right with that section there. Now, okay, so what we're going to need to do you keep chatting to me? Don't leave me. So what I will do is we will activate a little bit of this. Yes, happy with that. That's nice. Just watching intently. It should hopefully give us this idea of this scene. Now, I am eager to get to the resolve of the this part here, because I don't want to touch this because I don't want it to bleed everywhere on me. You know that I'm not a major fan of the bleed. Now, what I will be saying is I'm happy for this to bleed in different sections because it feels like it does that. Yes, I am pleased with that. Good. Good, good. He's happy there. He's happy there. And then we've got this scene down here. We're watching the Inktense magic. The Inktense are incredible, aren't they? I hope I'm not remembering the wrong person, but every time I watch one of your videos, I think of the first one with the never-ending bells. My first one, that was not the first. It was maybe your first, but anyway, that one with the bells is going to go down in history. But it's actually done really well, which has been good. I'm going to let these kind of bleed a little together there as well. M. Kelly remembers that one, those blooming bells. Black Dog, I think you might like the Graphitin pencils. They're earthy tones in the pack of 12. You get 3 browns. Oh, yes, you're speaking my language. There's another opportunity to spend more money. I know it's not just me, but isn't it ridiculous just how much money you could actually just spend on art materials? I think if I ever went to the Derwent factory, I would maybe spend a fortune. A Black Dog, oh, the bells video was great. Jill Pontieri, awesome, you're back. Yes, I'm delighted I'm back too. KJ Crafts, I just watched the bell last week. It was beautiful at first. Yes, it just went on too long. Sarah McCarthy, didn't realize this was happening, so I'm here now. Hi from the States. Hello from the States. Okay, so we're waiting for this little bit here to dry so I can begin to go in with the corner. Let me show you while we're waiting for this to dry. So this is the scene. Now, remember, I have this scene that, or this theory that really all art is an abstraction, whether you're trying to be realist or not. So I'm not trying to be realist, and it's very freeing. Very freeing indeed. Okay, so I think we can go in here now. I want to get this to a bit of a point. So just using the slightest corner here to just develop a little bit more of the detail. Thank you guys. The sky, yeah, I suppose it does feel quite alive, doesn't it? I am quite pleased. I normally don't go for these colors, so I thought tonight, just for something a bit different, I would do a sunset, because I don't normally, it's not my kind of bag normally, but good every so often to challenge yourself, isn't it? Go outside the old comfort zone. So what I'm doing here is just gathering a little bit of pigment to be able to use it as I go around for those little bits of branches. Yeah, so Sarah, you're not alone. I don't tend to put on the times of the lives because Sundays are busy for me with pastoring a church. So this is nearly like part of my wind down. So I don't tend to boundary myself with I'm going to definitely do it this time. I know that's a little bit cruel, but thank you for coming online anyway. Just trying to dot her around a little bit to give a little bit more of a sense of the trees here. And you can let me know how you think it's going. Black Dog, as someone new to art, I great cost of fortune, a good positive use of money though. Yeah, well, you know, it's good. And also whenever it's part of how you make your living, then it's even more of an excuse, really. Now, I mean, you could go in with a pen here, but I don't want to mix the media in this one. I'm going to keep this one just solely the Inktense. And then we're just going to take it across to this line here of the... And we're nearly there, folks. Very nearly there. What I might do is use the pencil just to give just a little bit more semblance of detail. I think I'll do that at this point. I am actually quite pleased with that though. Okay, so let's get the Inktense, not the Inktense, the Indian Ink 2020. Now these this Faber-Castell pencil sharpener is the best pencil sharpener I have ever owned, thanks to Bean. It really is, and it's just a wonder to use, really. So see the way I'm holding the pencil back a little bit. I'm not here to get exact by any stretch, and actually, you know, when you hold it back, your hand will tend to shake ever so slightly, and that can really add, see, when you're doing natural forms, that really adds to it, because if you're trying to copy something exactly, it seems to rob it a little bit of its life, you know, if that makes sense. It looks fantastic. Thank you, Black Dog Blue and Sabine. Sarah, what a treat. And the yellows bring up the green in the foreground. Really nice effect. Yeah, I think they do, actually. You know, I would love to tell you that was intentional, but it was just more trying to follow what I was seeing. This is a bit where I got quiet because I'm concentrating a little. Okay, and what I want to do last is, I think, oh, there's that rich red. Is that Shiraz? Can we get away with a little bit of... There's a little touch of Shiraz there. I wonder, can I do... Right, what I'm going to do is reactivate that a little bit. Oh, you like the splatters? Thank you very much. Yeah, pleased with that. That makes just that subtle little bit of difference, which is important to me. Okay, and then this is the last little bit here. Just something to try and bring out that halo around the sun, you know. Okay, and there we go. Let me pull this up a bit closer for you. Let you have a little look. So I don't think that's too bad. I'm actually, do you know, I am actually quite pleased with, do you know what else I can probably do is just zoom in like that, which would be much more helpful. I'm actually really quite pleased with this, how that has sort of just given that sense that the sun actually does have that little bit of sort of couching, you know, that the way it feels like it gets really rich around the kind of halo of the thing. Yeah, so I think that turned out well. As always, I sell my paintings. If you're interested in this one, just get in touch with me. If you're not, still very grateful that you were here for this process. So sorry about the drop in the live stream, but we got there in the end. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all those things, and hitting the bell icon and whatever. And if you want to know more about me, you can head to my website, woodwardswatercolours.co.uk. But that's me for now, and thank you so very much. So bye everyone, bye.